And there they come.
Hello.
Hello.
Where should we sit? Where's best?
Well, if you sit, see, so if you look at the camera, if you sit here, you're the closest one.
You know.
Yeah.
Sophia coming to me.
She said she's on her way, yes. So we make a quorum. And John said he's coming too.
And Alex?
Alex said he'd come.
Oh, wow. Go help his camera.
Your computer just took over.
Oh, interesting. I don't even have a computer.
That is weird.
That is weird. It's AI. I did press something
At home?
what on my laptop. You know, I'm a freelancer, so I work with different companies, and one of them is using Otter AI, and I got a pop-up asking me if I wanted to do it, and I said okay. And now like Otter AI records all my scheduled meetings.
Oh, so it will.
But I don't have like that's just really weird. It's scary. And I'm not until that for like that's my phone. I get I don't know.
Mario.
You know my friend? I don't know what that means.
And I just put the directions over there. So,
Oh. I don't know. Oh, I've got
just trying to figure out how to go in most more second purpose.
Yeah.
You know what? Can I maybe go on now?
Um,
And we need a few ones. Wow.
is anybody supposed to?
Alex will be, and no. Alex is unfortunately meeting with a client. I'm like business first. And Aubrey is home sick and there's Joe.
Hey.
What's this note taking?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Somehow, you know, that
I
might
don't
be.
know. I mean,
Your phone is
it connected,
Her phone, yeah.
so you can disconnect.
very fun.
You can disconnect Bluetooth.
All right.
I mean, Wi-Fi.
And you're on a plane.
Yeah, oh yeah, put it on airplane. Then just remember, we'll try to remember to take it, have you tell you to take it off that when you leave. It's all good.
Word.
But it didn't go away.
What if you turned it off?
Uh-huh.
No, I mean, do you need it? You might need it. No, I mean, I was gonna look at the agenda and
Yeah,
minutes, but got it here. Or you were to take notes on it? Yeah, that's okay. But it's still there. I mean, yeah. Can we shut that down and turn it back on again? See,
if I
knew how.
turn it off, then it ends the meeting. And I don't know if I can then.
Are we doing both? We're doing.
We are hybrid and we're online and we're on the website is hybrid, so, you know, if nobody shows up. Actually, as long as we all just ignore those, fine.
You should.
Well, I'm not sure which is more distracting, having it saying he's note taker or being able to see ourselves. I want actually, let's see.
And whose computer are we using?
It's the town. It's this whole,
And it's plugged in?
yeah. I think we want to share that.
HDMI
I don't, we want to, don't want to share anything.
no, plug HDMI cable into device. Is it plugged
That's
in?
it. That's if we want to share something. We don't want to share it.
Right, I was just. I thought it was.
Oh,
I was supposed to-
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, what is it?
That's it. Midway. Oh. Connection.
Oh, it's so weird. Okay,
See.
sorry.
Device in.
Right, moving on.
Eversource. Eversource is content. Stopped it today. Okay, we got permission from the three.
Yeah, I'll bet.
That's why I wanted to talk.
Okay.
Hi, well, hi, everybody. I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 7:36. Well. Technical things are always fun. First thing is to approve the minutes from the December 18th meeting. Terry, you had a correction?
Yeah, it said on there that I was gonna volunteer to lead a group discussion about the language of trees, and I don't remember ever saying that. I think Amy brought up one of the education ideas was to have a group have discussions at the library from Conservation Commission and referencing certain books, and I happened to mention that book. So it wasn't a hand raise, and I will talk about this. But I think there, I know, Samantha, our new chair for the tree committee.
She's the chair.
Yeah, but she knows, she went to a discussion about that very subject, and she was gonna have that individual talk to us at some point. So that might be somebody, if we can get the contact and coordinate that with Samantha, unless you know. Do you? Anyway,
Okay, so anyway, you're not
I'm reading the book
okay.
myself right now. I'm about halfway through.
Yeah, I can't even say like this,
Yeah.
like, trigger, yeah, I mean, I don't have any recollection.
So anyway, so it's that.
Because it would be a scientist that would need it.
So we will make that clarification.
Can you repeat the
Okay, so
clarification?
clarification is that Terry was not actually volunteering to give a talk on the library. But she thought it was a good idea. But that's something.
Well, I think it was one of the education ideas was to
Yes.
talks.
Yes. Yes, I'm just also what you just want to clarify is that you don't want to give the talk.
No, I don't. I'm not knowledgeable enough I was mentioning that book is a very valuable resource, but
What's the book called?
the language of trees.
Which was in that.
Now,
Yeah, I just want to make sure.
correction, we just have this in the tree committee about changing something in a previous meeting minutes. You don't have to actually submit it, right? You can just note it.
You note it in the next set of
Yeah.
minutes and we have to, when we vote to approve, we vote to approve.
Okay.
Good, yes. Were there any other comments on those minutes of December? That's given. If not, I will take a motion to accept the minutes as amended. Mary's moving that, and I'll take a second. And Amy will second, and all in favor? Any abstentions? Okay, passing unanimously. Public comment. Fran, do we want to consider you public comment, or do you want to briefly, talk when we talk about, the zoning regulation updates.
I had, if you don't mind, I'll contribute during that,
Yes.
those sections. There's two.
Okay.
Actually, the NRI,
Okay.
I wanted to
Also
put my
talk
two
about.
cents in for that too.
Okay, well, as a member emeritus of the commission, I will allow that.
All right, great, great.
And not stick you in the public comment part. Also, since we don't have anybody else that's here, as far as I'm concerned, that's fine. So, moving on to, I have, discussing scheduling the meeting with the Board of Ed and selectmen to obtain funding for the NRI. I talked to Jean Stevens. I am provisionally on their next meeting, which is February 12th. She's going to tell me whether it's a morning one or an evening one. I think it's actually a morning one. And also it actually has to be in two parts. I will be presenting what is the NRI and why do we have to do it? And then how much money do we want?
The 12th,
Of February, yeah.
Thursday.
Yes. Interesting. Usually difficult time if it's more. Yes, that's gonna be very awkward.
So it'll be, I think, let me comment at the end.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, at the end of this,
right.
right, okay.
So that's what I can say about scheduling that meeting.
Were we gonna have, were we supposed to have like some consultants coming
Well-
as well?
Not yet. Basically, so this is that chicken and egg thing where it's like, I have to have a very broad number to say to the board of selectmen, this is the range we're looking at. And then the board of selectmen has to then say at some point, yes, we will authorize you guys to put out an RFP, with a number in the up to range. So.
Okay. Is that tied into the 2025 or 2026 budget?
2026.
We are making a request to the planning reserve fund, which I believe has been zeroed out for 2025. So the earliest we're gonna get something is July 1st of 2026. But as long as the budget comes in, as long as the budget gets approved and the planning reserve gets refilled. We are gonna, the reason I'm asking for it now is so that we have first dibs on it.
And because tree committee will be right behind you.
Yeah. And also so that they can look at how much, they can't say, oh, well, we're not gonna need anything in the planning reserve because we did all our planning this past year. It's like, no. Y'all need to keep putting money in there since you.
Do you have a ballpark?
I have a ballpark from Jim Nordgren a year or so ago. He said that it could be anywhere from $20,000 to $50,000, depending on what we asked him. So, I'm ready to go in and say, well, now that we have up to $50,000 available, because that's a year and a half ago, and the price has probably gone up. On the other hand, states come out with a new set of new geographic information system, which has a whole lot more layers on it, so it's gonna be, the money's gonna come, I think, in the ground truth thing, not in the data. Data collection. Based on the stuff that we already laid out. So, I will be happy to have somebody work with me on putting together a presentation before then, and I will confirm that date because you're right. Oh, but we don't have class on the 12th.
Oh, we don't.
No, don't. No, that works out well. Because otherwise I'd be skipping or late to my master gardener course. Update on continuing contributing to the zoning regulation updates.
Oh, I'm sorry, can I just do the,
Oh, for the NRI thing? Oh,
NRI,
yes.
First of all, this is what Bob Cookta did,
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how we used to do data.
That's how you do it, right? He used Scotch tape,
Ah,
his pen, I said that to you. I think I did. So and like this, that's all Boston Post Road. Those three things.
Yeah.
You stretch them all out.
That's real cutting and pasting.
Yeah.
That's true, literally. And Dick Gedney,
Yes.
former member of his
Getting
group,
Joan O'Neill.
he would stand there at the tree and look at the number, and they would just write down 41 dot, the GPS code.
Mhm.
That's how they did it. So we don't want, you don't want to do that. So I just, the tree, I'm with the tree committee, tree advisory committee, and we would like also GPS the big trees, specimen trees
Mhm.
that we have in town. But we haven't scoped it out yet, how ideally, eventually, the whole town up to North Madison. But I think we're going to take it in pieces and maybe start with the historic district. Just repeat what Bob did, but get it into GIS system so that it gets linked.
Bob's data is actually in the town GIS system somewhere.
He said that, and I haven't had a chance. Do you need a password?
I don't know, you don't to get into the general one, but I don't know if that's in one of the protected layers or not.
Yeah. Okay. So
And
also,
you're right, because they have changed the GIS again, and I do not know if my former password still works.
well, that's a good question. Is all that previous work going to disappear?
It's not gonna disappear. They took all the old data layers and we're rolling them over.
All right. So action for me, find out what's in there about trees. But my request to you is that when you get for a quote, if it makes sense,
Mhm.
if we could add specimen trees to what they measure.
Okay. And do you have a definition for specimen
We
tree?
need it. Not yet.
Because I
Not
had,
yet.
I was just reading one somewhere. Was it in our coursework? Maybe.
I'm on soils right now.
Barbara, who is on the tree advisory committee, was going to come to the next meeting next month and come up with
Barbara
Jaeger.
Ah, yes.
Yeager.
Yeah, Barbara Yeager, who's a
Y E A
landscape architect.
GER.
So because it probably needs to be more than just size, because there's some specimen or noteworthy trees out there that are small that you don't want to lose. So it's all about recording trees you don't want to see disappear. But the easiest though is by size. There's a big one, let's measure it, and then that's it, done.
But we don't want that done with the ones on state roads? Or we do? Or just town roads? Because the historic district Route 1.
Yeah, I mean, you could do it by everything below 95. Or you can do it, I mean, but who's gonna do it? And
Below 95.
so
Wait,
In the town below.
South.
95.
yeah, I'm just thinking about it. Oh, so it's not that much.
That's actually 25% of the 10th area.
It's big area because it's wide.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Bolton do it. Maybe they do it by themselves, or they
well,
volunteer.
I think that would be a very large thing. I was one of the things I was going to tell people today is that I have a potential free volunteer who's interested in forest stuff for the summer, who may be able to start working as early as the end of April because she's at Clemson and that's when they get out. So this is one of the things I was thinking that maybe she could do for experience.
See that Barbara Yeager, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get everything. Barbara Yeager's coming to our meeting. She's from your commission.
Advisory committee.
Tree advisory committee, and she's going to present us with one or two definitions of.
Oh, okay. Your committee okay.
Right. And then that will dovetail into the NRI. Because that's information we need.
Right.
That is,
So-
okay.
So the other layer that we were looking at was tree canopy and tree canopy loss, which can be done
Yeah.
with the GI, which basically is on there. It would be really nice if they could do a analysis because it goes from 85 to like 2000 and
15.
15, so it would be nice if we could have the next 10-year
They are.
change.
I talked to Yukon Clear.
Okay, and they're
uh,
doing that right now, or
They are
is it
doing
through
it for,
Crest?
they're doing it for, it's linked to, repairing buffers. So it's, she said that she was confident that it could still be overlaid. But it's almost taking the same data from a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So I'm
Yeah.
not, so it'll still be town-based. And it will be, it'll have 2026, I guess. It will be the next set of data. If you want to hear from her, I'm trying to.
Is it Emily?
Yes, Emily Wilson.
Yeah. She started when I was still there. She was an intern.
I know. I've invited her to sort of explain the tool. I'm not sure if we need that anymore. She'd be useful to come and give it a presentation, both of us or something, or?
Yeah, or a field trip out to their office is always fun too.
Well, then just keep that in the back
Okay.
burner. The other thing is funds. I don't want to give away all the secrets, but somebody between the two of us should get the net fund. That's
Oh,
$10,000, that's $10,000 a year. And that's not in the budget. So if they tell you, well, sorry, you didn't get it in on time, you can't be in the budget.
Yeah.
Well, there's discretionary funds and that could help start. And if you don't take it, I'm taking it.
Yep. Okay.
I was gonna say,
Well, we were going to take it for this inventory.
oh,
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I think if we can use clear data and if we can get, heck, if we can use that to actually pay Caroline a little bit this summer, that would be really nice. And Aubrey and if we got Caroline, Aubrey and Madison, Aubrey, our graduating intern, and Madison, our on rather, and Madison, who looks to be her replacement.
Yeah.
We could get 3 of them working together. And actually maybe get something,
Yeah,
get them a lot of trees done.
Did they get paid last time?
Our funding got cut. We have no budget. So, so we did manage to pay Aubrey last year, but she's the only one and not looking to try and fight. City got that. There's $15,000 split between 5 or 6 commissions.
Yes. Yeah.
So and it all went to economic development this past year because they had a budget line that they claimed that they didn't have this
Well,
being funded.
we also have a brand new dumpster because of the net fund.
Oh.
Anyway,
Okay, so I put that in. I remember talking about that before. So anything else you want to talk to us about with the NRI? And other than those, that we want to make sure that we have adequate 2 tree layers in there.
yeah,
And
and tree
Yeah.
canopy actually it's.
would you like the canopy broken down into like deciduous versus, or we can do it, they can do it to like gross habitat levels as well, like maybe the swamps,
Depends on
things like that.
depends on the cost. If
Okay.
if it's-
No, it's a
If-
state data layer. We
Well, then,
just
but
require minor.
we should have it
ground
then, yeah.
drilling.
Yeah. It should at least try.
Okay. So that's where we are with the NRI. Zoning regulation updates. I've had a brief meeting with Carol Snow. I actually caught her when she was doing a deep dive into our old subdivision regulations, and the tree advisory committee will love this. The original subdivision regulations said that when they were looking to protect significant natural resources, and it included slopes, vistas, and large trees in the 1950s. So how that fell out of these regulations.
it was originally.
It was originally in there.
And this is in the 1950s?
It was in the 1950s, yes. When we first had subdivision, or whenever the first subdivision regulations were written in the town of Madison.
Was
So
it definitive though, or was it say you could not, or was that you must get a permit, or
they must be
or
considered and
we would
putting,
prefer you not to
but just the fact that they mentioned them.
mention it was
So
something.
yes.
So that's-
Natural resources that should be.
And Carol brought that up?
Sarah brought that up. She's like, she's sitting there. She's like, oh, this is really cool. You'll like hearing this.
And what is she doing with that?
She's putting
She's
together,
reinstating it?
she's looking at what they're having it. She was doing it because they're having a fight about a different thing that, subdivision that was put together under those original rules. Where they've come back for something like last lot to be developed or something. But anyway, so she's reading the order. It's like, I note that it used to have some form of at least recognition of the need to protect large trees. So whether that's going to come into the updates is something that we can advocate.
It's just insofar as new subdivisions, not anything else.
Well, it was in the subdivision regulations, so at that point, so it's gonna be something that could go back into the subdivision regulations. It could also go into some of the more, widespread regulations. Although zoning, I do not know that. So that sort of thing. And this is something that would have to be discussed in planning and zoning, but the way regulation's been written to this point, it would have to go in under something like subdivision or open space conservation districts or PPDs. PDDs, plan development districts. It would have to be in those, all of those regulations. But, anyway, right. So the conversation was that they are, they're looking at it, they are interested in input and our list of, we've got a list of things that we really think are important. We should get into that. Sooner rather than later.
Okay.
So where did we end up with that, the zoning? Weren't they going to?
There, I will need to, you know what, I should contact.
We
Aaron and
looked
see
at
if they
different
had that.
towns
Yes,
and,
we looked at some of the different towns and, they were going to come up, they were going to show us, the consultant was supposed to be coming up with a new, index.
yeah,
that we
so
can
we
see-
were waiting, so
Yes,
we can't give her any information
Yeah.
until we get that.
That's all experience.
What is that?
We're waiting for the consultant was putting together they're gonna take the way that the regulations currently organized, and they were gonna create the new, much more reasonable, organized, chapters. It's not the index. Health?
Yes,
Yeah.
so the
What do you
way
call it? Yeah.
all,
Yes.
this is,
Hartford.
Okay, so yes, this, whatever you
So
call this.
each-
Hey, thank you.
yeah, so each town has their own way of organizing their own regulations. And so our town is going to reorganize the regs.
And so they're putting together a new table of contents, taking the old tables and pointing which sections are going where.
The same time that they're rewriting.
And then they're going to see which sections are getting rewritten, and then we're gonna be able to see how things need to get rewritten. So that they can fit into a more streamlined, sensible, less redundant,
Okay.
less
patchwork.
confusing, less patchwork, like, so if you type in lights, it pops up in all sorts of little areas. So there may actually have a chapter on lighting. Question. So yes, so like they have site lighting. They have stormwater and low impact development. They have fence requirements. And so those apply rather than having this is the 2-acre zoning and this is what you have to do there. These are all the things that apply on all the lines across the board.
So Madison's is currently organized by lot size or
By the zoning area zoning districts. Subdivision is a separate factor, water quality, stormwater management is a separate factor, which it all needs to be integrated so that people can't say, oh, I didn't notice those pages.
Yeah.
I have the whole. I have the index.
Yeah, the index is like 5 pages long.
Okay.
So, we need to get from Aaron, when are they having
Yes.
that,
Yes.
the consultant?
So the consultant was chosen, is chosen.
The consultant has been chosen. Consultant has started work. Um,
Do you know what other towns that consultant did?
they told me 6 weeks ago. I don't
Okay. In Connecticut, somebody.
In Connecticut, somewhere along the shoreline.
Because that would give us a sneak peek as to what
Yes.
they're doing.
I don't know if they're the ones that just redid Guilford. They just redid somebody just to our west. I don't remember which town exactly though. And
Because I've been going through as many Connecticut towns as I could, trying to find clear cutting and how they word it. And it's really difficult. And I don't know. I talked to Keith,
Andrew.
Leckerling.
No, okay.
He's a environmental lawyer
Oh, yeah.
for the town. He lives in the town.
Keith Ainsworth?
No.
Another one? Okay, there's 2 Keith
Keith,
environmental attorneys.
Keith Fleming, Leckerling, right? Oh, not Leckerling.
Luckily, Nancy's husband?
No, not Nancy's husband. Julie Ainsworth. Keith Ainsworth.
Yes, that's what I'm
Ainsworth.
saying, yes.
Keith Ainsworth. Julie's husband. He said, stick it in. If you want clear cutting, those people just add it to this, to the soil and sediment removal.
Sediment and erosion control, yeah.
So, you can only take so much dirt away. You just add the word tree. You cannot take trees away.
Vegetation, yeah.
And then I also asked them about the bonding,
Mm.
because our problem
What's that?
with cutting is that someone buys a piece of land, and even before they go to planning and zoning, they clear cut it.
Yeah.
So I guess I still haven't figured out how to stop that.
Yeah.
Right.
Part of it is if someone's going to eventually build something in a PDD, it's planned development. It would be in the words that says you cannot do anything. You can't whatever want that piece of land. If it's a subdivision, that's different. We can't sort of control private property. But if it was a planned development area, like a business, we could probably have words that would limit clear cutting.
How is it when the real estate transaction happens? Is there any way that it should be in those documents for a real estate transaction?
Only if we can get, something equivalent to right of first refusal, and that's not also the words I want.
If it's like a protected zone.
I hate my brain. There are overlays, if we could do something like an overlay district that could say that transactions in this area need to continue.
I was going that angle with flood zones,
Mhm.
riparian buffers, inland wetlands is already sort of covered.
Which they're working on.
It would have to be preset zones.
Yes, it
Yeah,
would be.
and you'll never get that.
Yeah, and so let me explain for Amy. So when there's a certain process that goes into a lot of land use stuff, which is called bonding, which is like if, for example, the Wetlands Commission says that you can do this activity, but you have to do wetland restoration and you have to plant it, they can require a bond, which is a set amount of money that gets set aside in an account. And the town holds that until 5 years after the project's over. So if all the plants die, and this is the way I'm most familiar with it, is if all the plants die, then they can use that bond to have the area planted. But it gets done for other things like parking lots, parking lot management. There's a whole bunch of things where towns can require can have bonding. And it's to, take money up front so that if something fails in the system, stormwater detention systems, if they failed,
Okay.
they can have the bonding. There's the bonding.
Does that go for residents as well, like at an individual level?
Occasionally, yes. If an individual resident was doing some sort of major project and in their backyard and it was, they were going to asking permission is something and they're saying, like putting in a pool and reformatting it and they're like, but it's too close to the wetland. They may do, well, we'll do wetland restoration. So, but if, so basically that's like I said, the one I'm most commonly familiar with. It's usually for, if you're planting plants, you need to put some money aside to, so that we can be guaranteed that you will plant. Or that somebody will plant if they all die.
So is there like do you guys have a list of ideas of what you would like to see changed in the current zoning regulations?
We have some, yes. If you have some more, we would like a heck of a lot more light pollution management, and we'd like it applied to the residential areas of town as well as the commercial and municipal districts. We would like more effective stormwater management, or we would like that to be rolled in better. We would like tree protection.
So what's the process? Did Erin give you directions on how to do it?
We came up with some,
We came up with some ideas. We had, like I said, it's, she said like the what our last feedback from Erin was that the November meeting. Okay, was that, the consultant who's coming up with the new table of contents, she would hand that to us and we could look at where we wanted to work things in. And if it looks like something like this, I can see where we can do some good stuff. So that's Hartford. I don't. They may have done a lot of things.
it was November.
There was a November meeting.
So
She wasn't here.
what, should we individually be going like offline, do research, like Fran was talking about looking at other towns just to make sure, like as a group, we have everything?
We started looking at them in the November meeting.
Yeah,
We did look at a few. And not that, certainly welcome to do it. I think that was the idea.
Yeah.
But it was also,
they're really overwhelming.
it's also, we have to see what they come up with. We're wasting our time and energy by coming up with ideas when their consultant will do it first. Look,
No, we're done.
so
Randy, they want to change your angle.
I think that
You don't even want to see what my husband's head looks like when he does
It's
that.
such a secret until this happened.
So does that make sense to you? They're getting the consultant to draft up.
Yes, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just
But you
wondering
should-
in the time,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah, we
list
started
of,
looking.
tree protection, light,
Yeah.
pollution, like these topics that we want to research. We have them at the ready, so when we get the table of contents or whatever the list is, it's like, okay.
So this is the 30.
Ask someone.
Well, this is just the one thing, but so this copy, it has like site working and landscaping. So general installation requirements, ground plane vegetation, grass, artificial turf, tree quantity, types and spacing. General maintenance requirements, tree removal and protection, street trees, frontage buffers, waterway buffers, screening, fencing, stormwater and low impact development. So if you want to start looking at, I will get Erin.
We looked at a few close by in Connecticut. I can't remember now.
I was gonna say, I think that was the NRI.
No, but I looked at some table of
Looked at some, yes.
contents
Okay.
of different towns. So it is a good idea to start looking, but once they come in with something, I feel like it's up to you. Yeah.
Yeah, the table of contents is where we'll be able, then it'll say, yeah, there should be something in here, yes, there should be something.
Our town of Madison has 3 books of zoning regulations. Book 1 is general zoning regulations. Book 2 is subdivision. So private usually. And then 3rd is stormwater management and soil erosion sediment control.
Which should not be sitting up on its own. It's like it's right there.
And so that's part of what they're doing.
Is taking on,
Is
yes, merging the things into a much more sensible format. And
Again,
things that have fallen down.
Yeah.
So,
it's the chicken or the egg.
yeah,
Do you work ground up and look at 300 pages of regulations and look for
No.
errors and the way to do that is like what I did was search for the word tree in the 300. And I got, 65 and I had to check each one of those. But guess what I'm worried about where tree wasn't. So how do you find that? So that's
Yeah.
ground up. Top down is what you just did. You thought about what are those nagging issues like the light pollution, cutting big trees down, clear cutting. That's the top down.
Well,
And
I think you have to do both, but it's a lot of work and I don't know. And I'm not an expert, so I'd rather see what they come up with and then
but
figure
I'm
out how
hoping they
to.
come up with stuff. Are they just going to be neat, making it nice and neat, making the pieces already that exist fit better? Or are they actually going to improve the pieces?
they
That's good.
want to improve the pieces.
So
That's what
they're experts on best practice,
Yes,
regulation, best practice.
that's what she's, and,
That's why we got to see what they've already done.
yes.
Then I go right to the tree section and I'll know if they're for real or not. I was glad to use another word.
Well, we have no idea when they're gonna be done with it. Table of contents.
Well, it should be done because I just reminded that was in the November meeting when she was talking with us and assuming that they're not like the group that's working on the community resilience update. Don't get me started.
And I'm willing to,
Yeah,
at least myself, help at this joint effort. Because it's like you said, it's going to take a lot of time and effort, and I've got them already bookmarked, so I can like get into some of the stuff.
okay.
But and we can ask the committee if how they might want to help too. So we can like do that. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
I wanted to see if there was something we could do together on this because I'm like sitting here waiting, be told how to do it, and I don't.
Yeah, no, I've actually said to Carol,
And Carol Snow is no longer going to be the.
well, I assume that they're having the same thing that we're having this evening, which is an election, but
Okay.
Erin was off by a year. She assumed that when the date that they got accepted was but they didn't come into effect until the following July. So we actually have one more year. All of us, Kealoha in wetlands, myself in conservation, and Carol in planning and zoning, all have one more year of eligibility
Okay.
as chairs. Unless you all want to vote me out.
Okay.
So. Well, that's where we are with that. And I will talk to Erin. There was something I should be asking her today. Other than how much snow. Surf Club Master Plan. I was originally supposed to have Cliff Frost is consultant for that, and I was going to try and have him at this meeting, and December happened, and then January happened, and I never did get back to him. So I'm going to schedule him to come to a February meeting, so we can help him with that. I also received, and I would comment the rest of you about it. Did anybody else get the Garnet Park Bridge application letter? Okay, because it came into me as via Conservation Commission, so I thought it wasn't sure if those went out to everybody or not. But anyway, we've had our first sort of pre-application. I should be actually adding this to the agenda, but I'm going to do this one. A first like pre-application letter thing that I've seen in a very long time. Let me find it. There is the engineers working on the Garnet Park Road bridge replacement have sent us a copy of their environmental permit application that's being sent to DEP and the Army Corps of Engineers because it's over the it's also going to the wetland agency. So they said they sent it. We have comments we want to make on it. Awesome. Since you all did not get it, I will email it all out to you. And you can talk about it at our next. Because they don't say when they need feedback.
Does it say when, like, do they have a?
That's what they did not put any of that in the letter. But the message doesn't expire until Friday, February 20th, so. Well, that means that anything we say to them, in February should still be good. And it's basically, it's suggestions, things that they have missed, this is not a,
Consultation.
it's a consultation,
Advising.
yes. Yes, and again, yeah, you're advised, so we can say to them, did you consider? By the way, I'm sure you are considering sea level rise and storm activity as opposed to what happened. So,
Yes, a lot of girls over there.
yes, yes, and that's one of the reasons that I'm very interested in this one, because there's some really good stuff going on.
Are they snow?
Well,
Are they snow?
no, terrapins, diamondback terrapins are only saltwater, reptile. They plan to get. To be large breeding population, at the end of part road. Okay.
Fenced off protected area.
There's actually, I'll forward out the report. There's actually, a group working with the land trust that is making predator exclusion devices so that the turtles can crawl in,
Great.
lay their eggs, and the eggs can hatch without, do you know where the land trust, the ox pasture? If you go down, Arctic Park Road, all the way to the very end. All the way to the very end, there's a land trust property. If you walk the trail out into that, that's the ox pasture
Oh,
preserve. All the way out into that, there's an old, it used to be an airport and there's an actual,
yeah.
old observation platform, and it's near that.
There used to be an air.
There used to be an airport there too. Yes, or a landing strip. I don't know if you'd actually call it an airport.
Probably for a seaplane.
Oh, no, they landed, low tide on the salt marsh, apparently.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that brings us to the year-round Conservation Commission
That
campaign.
just came in.
Hmm?
That just came in,
It did?
the garnet.
Oh,
I got just got it a few days ago.
yes. Yeah, that's why I didn't have it on the agenda. So you did get it. Okay, so you guys being new members might not have been put on that yet, so let me make a note to Erin.
What date
Um,
did that come?
January 23rd, Friday. From at 12:19, and maybe if you look under D, PCN submission. Can we just forward it to them? I mean, there's a, general
I don't-
files reply to this secure message. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they get the secure
Yeah,
contact. Although the town forwarded it from the conservation thing to us, so. You could try it.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay, but I was still, that's a good thing to remind me that you. John, you didn't get it either?
No.
Okay, then I need to add you three. That makes sense because
Alex
Alex is on already because he's been a member for many, many years.
But I did get an email from Viral Horn Trick.
Sorry, that was
They
not,
are
there we
on
go.
the 23rd. It got through my
Good
spam,
luck. I sent it.
my junk.
But,
Hopefully you get it.
alright, so I fell down miserably because December and January were low, very low on my, table function. Timeframes, but I talked to Peggy about seeing if I can put something in for the end of the month. Even if we get in the first week of February. And the other thing, I've also been talking with, Dana,
Oh, good.
about, dark sky for April. And, we were thinking about seeing if we could maybe take over the library and, use their, maker room for, banner painting, do a presentation and then do, like, take over one of their, children's story time things and read some dark stuff and some light related stories. She has a couple that she's written. That she does with that. So,
Would the takeover include adult stuff?
yes,
too?
that, and
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah.
and a presentation that would either be definitely be dark sky related,
We have
like,
like, you by any chance know, like how far in advance, like if we wanted to have a display of sorts?
we, one member of our church is, one of the, librarians, so we actually went there
Yeah, we can have some.
and talked to her.
Last year, it was
Yeah,
like
we
the ship and sail.
Yes,
So I
so
do know
now
we
that it's
need
January, you
some
need to do it like,
Yeah.
yes, now if you
Yeah.
want. April.
Well,
Exactly.
February's the spring
February.
time.
Yes.
basically.
Yeah. See,
Okay,
so we're gonna talk, she and I agreed that we were gonna talk to Jesse, about how to get stuff into the library.
okay,
For that, so those were our plans, our sky things, then also, April's also Earth Day month,
Yeah.
so.
okay,
We have many options on our list.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to think of like the best way to make progress instead of waiting till the end of February.
Yeah, no, yeah, we should act, no, that's why I wanted to talk tonight.
Yeah,
And I said February, I'm working with the gentleman who does the one who wants to cut vines on town property. Peter,
Yeah, I can't remember.
I think it's Peter. Anyway, I want to bring him in and
Happened
training.
last time, we had Peter, but no last name.
Yes, I know.
I could find it right now.
Yeah. As could I probably,
I got the impression that he was sort of like ghosted.
by Austin. Well, see, I'm gonna come in, I want to contact him as a member of the Conservation Commission and say, we'll work with you, and if I need to, I can put you in, you want to do town property, but how about land trust? Because I know Bob Owens would be all over that. So, and if the Conservation Commission comes at Austin and says, this is an excellent opportunity, and we will do training.
I had sent the same invite to the Eco Club and the Climate Change Club,
Mhm.
the two leaders.
Okay,
And I
didn't hear anything back.
There's
Okay.
the holidays and snow and stuff, so
Yeah,
wait, sorry, what was the message?
the message was this guy, from Essex, I think it was, is going town to town. He finds ways to get volunteers to take down invasive plants. And he does it in the wintertime when you can see them, and
yes.
I don't think he stays away from chemicals because it usually
Yeah.
has young people, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Peter Fleischer. Fleischer.
Who's this?
That's the person, yes.
Their name is?
Peter Fleischer.
Mad for
FLEIS.
Fleischer. And he has done, organized events at Haddam State Park, Sunset Pond in Essex, and various locations. And Austin sent him a thank you for reaching out. I might be able to meet with you, so I will check with Austin, but I'm gonna email him directly and go as a member of the Conservation Commission. I would love to at least get some training, even if we actually can't get, a site, an official site, and then we'll hook them up with the land trust.
So yeah, what would that process be like, getting approval from Austin? Like, is there a plot of land where we can?
I'm thinking Ballard Park, frankly. Ballard Park, we could do it here there's places here on town campus, but hey, if we need to do and I can arrange this. So I have pull, I can do the North Madison Congregational Church, and we can do it in the property immediately surrounding the church, because oh boy, do we have invasives.
Yeah,
Including some large vines,
yeah.
so.
Saltwater Parks.
So this guy that you're mentioning, so he runs workshops or he actually organizes and gets people?
He actually organizes and gets people to
take-
come, yes.
Okay.
Well, that's a good point. In the beginning, he does an explanation about what's happening.
But it's like real time.
Yeah.
Real, that's what he's doing. He's doing it well, but,
Yeah,
but the idea is then to get people to then go off and.
yes,
He's like
And
Johnny,
it's-
Johnny Appleseed, but the other way
Yeah,
around.
But I also, what's that?
He's like Johnny Appleseed.
Right.
He goes around trying to teach people how to do it right. He moves on to the next.
Peter Appleseed.
But I wonder if, that's something too to work with the high school stuff.
yes, well, that's why I wanna make sure I'm gonna send,
So-
invite them to come
Yeah.
to the training, I'm gonna invite the land trust stewards to come to the training, I'm gonna invite all of the people.
Every year it just gets worse and worse and worse, right? I mean, you can't, it's like, it's so hard to keep up.
Yeah.
I just know my own yard, it's impossible.
And there's a wrong way to
Yes.
everything too, because it
He-
could spread.
He
He
actually focuses on vines.
Yes,
He came to me because he participated in a Connecticut Advocates for Trees meeting, which Madison has a seat on that table, and he's looking to take vines off of trees
Right.
because the vines are pulling them
choke
down.
the-
That's not, it kills the trees.
So he's not going to go after all the Japanese
barberry or.
knotweed and all that stuff, but he'll help us take down
It's
the
like the
bittersweet.
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 Bittersweet, what's the other, it's the other one that's like the whole canopy
Oh,
that
yeah.
hangs over, they have like the little grapes on them. I don't know the name of that one, but,
Yeah, the kudzu.
that's just,
But you're the mile a minute person.
Yeah, well, that's an annual, so he's
Oh,
not
that's an
worried
annual?
about
Okay,
that
good.
one. Yeah,
But bittersweet, man. That's why he does it in the wintertime because you can see it real easy.
yeah,
but he doesn't do anything with the marshes too, does he?
but it's a start.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
So, so I'm going to, okay, I just.
Focus on having him do that event at a specific time? Was this an April thought?
No, this was actually a February thought.
Okay.
So I'm going to kind
He
of.
does it in the winter.
Yeah, he does it in the winter. And having been to this training by a guy named Alex, whose last name I should remember because he's at the Yale Forestry School, he actually does something called Divining New Haven. Or Divine New Haven, and it's DEVINE, and he has a group of volunteers that he's trained, and they go to a different park each month and kill vines. But he prefers to do it from October through April because you can see the vines better. He does this like 30-minute
Yeah,
training.
he sat
It's like
there.
cut it down here, cut it up here. These are the good ones. These are the bad ones. Don't cut with poison ivy.
It's just easier if there's no snow.
Yes, and it's much.
I mean,
Maybe
could
we'll get a
we,
February thought.
could we try to do it, would it be the weekend of the 28th or March 1st? Like,
Yeah.
have him come to our next meeting and then do it
Ooh.
that weekend?
I could ask if he wants to come to the meeting, but that was the week I was thinking, it was the last weekend in February. Okay. And maybe things will have melted by then.
It'll be.
It's early March can be.
I think,
Big storms in early March.
Yeah.
Yes, the
I-
last.
I
one.
think that Joe Fury the other night said something in the last weather thing, and I'm like, you don't want to hear this, but Joe says we're not seeing the ground in February.
It wouldn't surprise me.
That's okay.
February's always the coldest month and
Yeah.
we've got
It's
15 to 20 inches of snow on the ground.
Yeah. Okay, so that's February, working through that, and while we are planning that, we need to think about March, which was water conservation.
I just noted another little thing he does. He wanted the name of the local journalist, and I gave him Aaron Rubin's name from the source or zip, whatever it is.
So no,
Because he likes to photograph it and advertise. And I think he actually gets funds for like equipment somehow to help the volunteers.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just throwing that out there too.
Well, I will.
Great.
So March, we have water conservation. I'm not sure the way this is shaking out.
I feel like
we'll-
we skip it, right?
Yeah.
So we can focus on February and April.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I think that's great. We have good solid stuff with that. in it.
March, with all the snow.
Although that, I mean, that's the only thing I can think is that maybe we would shoot something about snow melt and, thinking about storm drains might be a good one for March. As we're all over the road, sand
Sure.
going in some things. Y'all might want to think about that.
Separate but related, that there's an additional coastal resiliency meeting Saturday.
This week?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Saturday at 1.
Or
Saturday at 1. Yep.
Ammonasset one or?
Hammonasset Beach State Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's.
Where is it?
It's a informational presentation about coastal restoration at Hammonasset, presented by
Where is it?
Corey Florson O'Keefe in the Audubon, Connecticut.
Yeah, because they're working on a master plan for Hammonasset too.
So where's the meeting?
Is it at the?
And probably the
Next
nature
place?
center.
Yes.
In Hammonasset? Oh,
And don't forget our
so
walk
it's state run?
at 9 o'clock,
Oh,
the tree
right.
walk.
It's gonna be even colder this weekend than it was last.
Have fun.
I don't honestly know why we have to do it when it's this bitterly cold. Yes, when the leaves are off, I'm all for that. That's really when we should be focusing how to identify a tree by its bark alone.
You can do
But
that.
even to
There's no leaves on the tree in early April. We're not there yet.
Just wait for the leaf and use your phone.
No,
I don't.
no. What if you don't have Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
But bringing up the point about the walk reschedule from last week to this week,
Right.
Saturday at 9.
It's gonna be cold. again.
Maybe, yeah, Bob Cook doesn't want to be out. I mean, he sent that email, it's like, hey, can we do this a different day?
No, Bob's the one she's bringing in as the expert. Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if we can again reschedule. I honestly don't know why it needs to be done now. I get that we need to educate ourselves. What's that?
Saturday it's gonna be,
The full day.
I mean, it's 3
3 degrees. But see, watch the.
Yeah.
Well, no, try, no, it's gonna
And then you go on hard. No way.
It's an nasty.
Well, okay.
It's gonna warm up next week though, in the low 30s.
Yeah.
That is warm.
They're calling for a little bit of snow,
Take
maybe
it.
Sunday, they don't
Take
know.
it.
So wait, so Saturday, 1 o'clock, and then
Make schools or nature center.
one of those?
Yeah. Next point. It is the next
Well,
point.
inside, it'll be
Yeah.
inside.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So,
And do you have to register? Is that one of the ones you had to register for? Because I know that when they did they did light pollution last year. It's not a large room, so they want to know how many people are playing.
Fran, can we talk to Samantha? Can we talk to Samantha about
Changing the name.
finding another date? Yeah, we just wait until we know there's a decent above 10-degree day.
March, date for March.
Probably the next. Looks like it'll be-
We're gonna, we might lose Bob though. He's,
Oh, that's true. He takes off.
Because of where, south?
West.
he should be here next couple more weeks. He and I are talking about national park trips.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
So,
Let's see, it's next week.
so April, we've got green up, clean up. We've got, Earth Day, which we should celebrate in some way, which is in our anniversary. Oh, Arbor Day is actually on our commission anniversary. Are you doing anything we can coordinate with you on? For the.
We haven't talked about it yet. We would like to be a tree city.
But maybe it's like the walks that Samantha organizes can be like a warm up to more public, like a larger event for Arbor Day. You know, it's kind of like on that walk and determining how to open this up to more of the public.
Mhm.
Make it more of like a celebration. I mean, or maybe there's something about like Madison's oldest trees to coincide with
Ooh,
Madison's oldest trees, and have a celebration or oldest trees.
Where this tree used to be.
Well, where our former trees were. Um, and like I said, I'm also gonna talk with, Caroline, who's that person, she's environmental science major in Clemson. She's in forestry. And like I say, her father thinks she's gonna be back at the end of April. I was not planning on it until mid-May. And says actually she works at a seafood restaurant during the summer, so he's like, you get her from the end of April to the end of May, or then she won't have anything else she's doing, so.
oh, at the end of April will be too late for this kind of thing.
Well, I don't know if I didn't know, he doesn't know that she's coming back, so if it's earlier, we may be able to suffer some of this. And then May we've got food scraps, but we also have, couple of opportunities for, booths. Repeat of the North Madison plant staff. Will be on again. Actually considering whether to. The garden club would let us have their plants. Later. The community on that.
So in the meantime, between now and February's coming up.
Yes.
Are we going to, what all work do we all need to do for the dark sky, for February?
February's gonna be the vine pulling thing, so that's
Yeah.
gonna be me talking to North Madison. About talking to Peter, seeing if he wants to come and do a workshop. With us hopefully then being able to go out and, pull vines, get or cut vines out of trees.
So if he says yes, so I'm gonna do this.
Yes, if he says yes, I'm then gonna talk to the church about, using their facility. And then it sounds like he has his own way of doing publicity, but I will work
Okay.
with, the church has.
Do you
publicity
wanna
as well.
rope us in and
Yes.
get information?
Yes.
Send
As
us
soon
an
as I
email or
will, as soon as I get it, whatever, I will suck everybody in.
and then,
And just so I'm clear, the idea is really like he's teaching us, but it's more on private or residential land than it is. I mean, you mentioned Bauer Park.
Right.
Yeah, because
He wants to do it as events, and he'd like Doors organize it. I'm going to say, I would love to do some training with you, and then we can hopefully work together and maybe do an event in April as part of the Earth Day thing.
Okay.
But I think February, sounds like a workshop for me, especially the way this winter's going.
Yeah, fair.
And with that, and then with the NRI presentation, I think that's enough for
we
you.
have enough. We have the full plate.
I'm just gonna say I think I'll reach out to the BIPAC committee I did last
Mhm.
year for Earth Day to see if they wanted to do something together.
Okay.
And I forget why, but he said a very gracious no, but like let's do something in the future. So now it's been almost a year, maybe
Yeah.
like with a little more notice.
A little more advanced notice,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, and I was also going to say I can reach out to Craig, the guy from Lights Out Connecticut, we want him again for a presentation or,
At the
for
library.
dark skies. Yeah.
The other person is Leo Smith, who's the one who's doing fun things. He's with, Dark Sky International.
Okay,
And he's the one who's been doing fun things like sewing the state judicial system for having excess lighting.
right.
So Shannon was gonna see if we could try and get him.
Okay, so Santa's gonna do that.
And yeah,
Okay,
she and I will work together in doing that. But,
okay.
but if we can get both of them, you know. Whoa.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get the tree advisory committee tied into the devining event in April. Oh, I mean, it's trees.
Yeah.
It's a tree issue, saving trees.
Saving trees, yeah. But it's not too late. April will be.
April is
Yeah.
still okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the vines are not are not greening up until May. So
When's your event? Are you having an event?
No, not yet.
Are you asking about?
Oh, you're talking about mine? Oh, you're talking about that for trees?
yes,
Oh, sorry. I just got it moved because of my daughter in New Orleans. I needed to go down there. It's going to be April 25th.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that's, is
Arbor
that Arbor Day?
Arbor
Day
Day's
is the
Friday.
24th, yeah.
And yeah, it's the week, right? The
Yeah.
22nd is Earth Day.
That's a map for trees,
And that for
getting out.
trees will be on Saturday.
Are you handing out trees and are you doing it? Where are you doing it?
It's always at Ballard Park
Okay,
now,
okay.
and we'll have another 100 trees to give away.
But you have to register and sign up for it ahead of time.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I usually put out information about a month ahead of time.
Well,
But
so,
apparently the rabbits have been getting at Mike Johnson's stock.
mm,
So I gotta,
he needs Eric's put them around all of our little trees. I drove in the other day.
What does he put on?
They're these like plastic spring things, but they're tree guards. They go down to the guard, they go down to the ground and they're this spiral so that they actually will stretch as the tree grows. But they hopefully keep the mice and the voles and the bunnies from stripping the bark off.
this is an important one too, because this will put us over 1,000 trees given away. So mission accomplished. I can do my best presentation at the end.
Thanks.
Okay, yes, so if that's green up cleanup, if that's.
Oh, what is it?
I'm gonna say, I'm hoping that it's not green up cleanup, but it might be. In which case we're gonna be bouncing around. And I'd love to build off of that. If we could do the devining at Bower Park at the same time you're doing the tree giveaway,
Right,
that
yeah.
would be awesome.
It's like a
Would
spring.
be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Holly usually has a volunteer group at these things too, cleaning up,
Mhm.
doing things. The people that rent plots,
The community garden cleanup,
right, they
yeah.
have an obligation to give back
Yes,
for something.
yes, yeah,
Right, and that's usually the day they do it.
okay, well,
So it's like, it'd be great, a lot of people
yeah,
there.
we could get, there's a lot of
Yeah.
places, a lot of
That's
lines we
wonderful.
could fill
A
there.
lot of work can get done, a
Okay.
lot of community action.
So,
Reddick Preserve
Have we had it?
probably has a whole bunch of mines too. Reddick Preserve,
yeah, oh,
Forest and Over.
I know, literally I do. Right?
Yeah.
I went to Yale to get.
we all do,
Depressing, right?
It's depressing, yeah.
The hearing?
yeah.
Here.
Sorry,
I
yeah.
can't. So it's not any of you guys.
The acoustics here,
Yeah.
not so great.
There's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Yeah, the white noise is so irritating.
but it's keeping us warm.
I don't know. it's-
Sort of.
I think it's just.
Okay, so that's this is sounding good. And you're gonna send that all out promptly, so I remember what I
You
promised.
betcha.
And do you have any more updates from the tree advisory committee, Terry?
So what?
Any update on other, or have we sort of covered everything y'all have been
A
doing?
lot, so stay tuned for the walk. I don't know if we can get that changed or not, but I'll talk to Samantha. Yeah, I mean.
Well, Samantha, I don't, everyone hear that. It's Samantha Polaris now the chairwoman.
For the tree,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I think if Bob is the one she's counting on for expertise, he can just say, I don't go out, but when it's below.
When it's single digit.
In single digits, yes.
So we're gonna be looking at trying to get some funding, but to do that, we have to have specifics and therefore. I volunteered to contact a friend of mine and I'm not sure he's gonna do this, but hopefully he will go out with me for half of a day or so and say, okay, here's our list of, we know these are specimen trees, so to speak. And, how much would it cost to prune 5 or 10 of these? And if you can give a ballpark, then we can present that in a detailed form to the town for next year's budget, not for this year's budget. That, because right now they don't have any funding. Austin said he has $70,000 a year, but it's for removing hazardous trees and storm damage.
After they've
But-
fallen down.
Yeah, but not for pruning, and that's what we want to focus on. Fran sent around this great video from Connecticut, and it was about the importance of maintaining established trees, mature trees, and structurally pruning them so that they can withstand the effects of storms. And it's more important not to say mad for trees and planting trees isn't, because it is. It's, our forests are not healthy, but maintaining the ones that are already there and providing a positive input to our environment, because the smaller trees take literally decades
Yeah.
to get to any level where they are and impact.
Yeah.
So, but we don't have any budget for that, and the town has no plan for that.
Mhm.
So it's this stepping stone process, and there's just a lot still to be figured out in the tree committee, and even coming up with a definition of what is a specimen tree? What is a notable tree? What do we need to look at before we can establish data and requests and budgets and all of that?
Well, you just made a really good claim for why we have to prune well-established trees, right? And having that information, if we could convince the Board of Selectmen, that should also be in the budget with getting rid of fallen trees. I mean, this is alongside, this is another element. It's, you can't do one without the other.
Right.
Right.
Proactive.
Yeah, one is gonna happen to you whether you like it or not, clearing away the damaged trees,
Preventive
but.
maintenance.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Was that
Yeah, preventive maintenance. Yeah, it's like the question on the
Structural
surf club.
pruning for establishing, for stewardship. So
Yeah.
stewarding are important trees, and they're all important, but the ones that are super mature that take, decades to get anything comparable to that, once you plant a tree, those are the most.
Yeah.
And you can't just let them go like.
Plus, you need that variation in
Yes.
an ecosystem. You can't just have all brand new trees. Then that's a plantation, not a forest.
That's the way
Those are
tree
things.
farming is done these days. Bad.
So planting, but also supporting old growth.
Yes.
Maintaining the mature tree.
Carbon sinks.
There's-
Okay.
Can I just throw one little thing? I was at the Connecticut Climate Environmental Summit up in Hartford.
Mm.
That's where John Michael Parker, who's the environmental chair, he's also our rep.
Mhm.
He was there and a bunch of other people. The theme for us has been that they have this thing called natural-based solutions, nature-based solutions to climate change. Climate change is big for our governor,
Mhm.
and but a lot of the solutions so far have been around energy and EverSource and solar. There's a group of us trying to push nature more and trees specifically, and it won't happen again this term. It's a short session. The only thing that's on the docket that has a working committee is Representative Mary Shinsky's
Riparian buffers, yes.
on
Yeah.
riparian buffers.
Yes.
And,
She presented at
Was
the,
that-
yeah, at the khaki book meeting.
oh, right, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
So Old Saybrook, which I have an example for from planning and zoning
Mhm.
regulations, they have a wonderful, set of rules around riparians and trees. It's a good place to look, but so from a state perspective, that may be the only thing that comes out of the next session. And in fact, there's a lot of lobbying from real estate people that want to have exemptions.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna get to the,
For discussion about what
Yes.
was going on with the working group, she's 23 members and there's about 6 or 7 that are completely against the whole idea. So it's gonna be interesting.
that the state doesn't happen. I mean, is that something Conservation Commission works into the regulations
Yes.
here?
Oh, absolutely,
Okay.
because, yeah, I told, we're taking the master gardener training, it's like, I wrote the first unit 22 years ago, I wrote it, so it's like riparian buffers is something I've been working on for 30 years. We'll get them in.
I was gonna say, Old Saybrook's already written it, but they
Yeah.
probably copied what you wrote.
I do all the education for, okay, so the last thing we have to do tonight is elect officers.
That's what I'm going.
Run, screaming.
Before you go, Fran, we have an open seat on this commission. Would you be willing to?
I had that seat once.
I know.
I'm gonna start.
And it's a great way to tie in.
I'm on the solid waste disposal meeting.
Okay, you only get 2,
Are we
okay.
get 2? Good. Thank you for listening, Russ. I appreciate
Yeah, no,
Thanks.
we need
Nice
to
to
all
see
work
you.
it.
together.
Yes,
Instead of signing up, we will invite you every month then.
Yeah,
just put something interesting on the agenda. I'll be there.
and tell Kelly, Sophia and I are taking the
Yeah.
master gardener class.
Excellent.
Be
So is
looking
she
for our-
still doing the thing at the library, the diagnostics?
Yeah, we'll be
We're
helping
both,
out.
we're both going, okay, that's where we want to do
Yeah.
our training.
Samantha's in charge now.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
good.
And we're all together in that Kelly's on the ballot committee.
right,
So when you want to know what they're doing, she.
gonna work on that, okay.
Right.
She and I need to have coffee.
All right, guys. See you.
Okay,
Good night.
so,
Fran,
okay, so we have 3 officer positions. Technically, we have a chair, a vice chair, and a secretary. This is the last year I can be the chair, because you're all lucky, because 6 months ago, or 4 months ago, I thought I was off. But currently we have, I am the chair and I'm willing to stay in that position. Sophia's the second. I mean, this past year, we've not had a vice. So, I will take nominations from our floor.
I nominate Amy. She's willing and able, and interested.
The vice
And
chair.
anyone else that
To be vice chair.
to vice.
So, would you like to nominate a slate? And or are you going to say no, or are you still
No.
going to say yes? I'm still willing. Sophia's still willing. So we have a
Unless you wanted
nomination.
to,
I will
No,
second
no,
that
no.
nomination.
Well, we have a chair, but I think we're good.
You have a chair for 1 more year.
what about Alex?
Alex says thank you. No, he's still not, he's
Yeah.
still working on 2 hours sleep. So I second the nomination. So our slate of candidates is Crawford for chair, Thomas for vice chair, and Uden for Udin.
Udin. Yes.
For secretary. Is there any discussion from the floor? I'm being very official about this. Hearing no discussion, all in favor of accepting that slate of officers for the year, say aye or raise your hand. All in favor, okay. Any opposed? No, passing unanimously. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm breaking you in.
I think it's
Yeah.
for the meeting.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
had a
What do you?
fundraiser, at the cancer fundraiser.
I got it.
Started like.
Which organization?
It's so I'm in a basketball league. We run what's called bench cancer. We do it every year at the end of March.
Oh, wonderful.
So, yeah, we actually hold it at the American Legion Hall in town. Yeah, so I'm like one of the organizers. So I gotta.
Oh, okay, I will hold on to that for him. Do you want me to pick you up tomorrow?
Okay. And how
Do homework.
Is there a website? Why?
Yeah, I think it's
Reservations for client,
Yeah, what's it with the, it's the Madison
It's mixed.
website or next point?
Point.
Next point? All right, I'll look at it next point. All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun. Good night, everyone.
Are you okay with sticking with your position?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're doing now. I mean, you do an excellent job at it, but it's.
Oh, yeah.